Attention Minnesota Vikings fans. The news we have today will drive you crazy. Vikings fans are flooding our social networks trying to understand what just happened. And here in this video, you will know everything firsthand. So don't leave. Don't forget to leave your like on the video too, because it helps our community to grow more. And if you are not subscribed yet, subscribe, because here we always do giveaways with subscribers. Now let's go to today's news. Former Dolphins first-round pick could be headed to Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings search for a veteran quarterback may be nearing its end. With J.J. McCarthy set to be the future of the franchise, the team still needs an experienced presence on the roster to back up the young quarterback. And a name familiar to NFL fans could be the answer: Ryan Tannehill. The former Miami Dolphins and Tennessee Titans quarterback is available on the market after a 5-season stint in Nashville. And according to Jeff Diamond of the 33rd team, the 36-year-old veteran could be headed to Minnesota. Why Tannehill makes sense for the Vikings? The Vikings invested heavily in J.J. McCarthy, selecting him in the first round of the 2024 draft with the hope that he would become Kirk Cousins' successor. However, relying entirely on a rookie to lead a team that expects to compete from day one is a significant risk. McCarthy suffered a serious meniscus injury during the 2024 preseason that sidelined him for the entire regular season. While he is expected to be healthy for 2025, the team needs to be prepared for any eventuality. If McCarthy isn't ready to take on the responsibility or needs more time to adjust to the NFL level, the Vikings can't afford to be without a backup plan. That's where Ryan Tannehill comes in. Diamond noted that Tannehill would be a natural fit for Minnesota. The Vikings still need a quality veteran quarterback with starting experience in case McCarthy isn't ready to play at a high level or gets hurt. Enter Ryan Tannehill, 36. A former first-round pick of the Dolphins, who started 6 years in Miami before being traded to Tennessee. Having Tannehill on the roster would give the Vikings the security they need to develop McCarthy without rushing him, while also providing a viable contingency plan if the young quarterback struggles in his first year as a starter. Tannehill's legacy and value to Minnesota. Ryan Tannehill's career has been a roller coaster. A first-round draft pick by the Miami Dolphins in 2012, he spent 6 seasons in Florida, amassing a record of 37-40. While he showed flashes of talent, he faced a number of challenges, including injuries and a shaky franchise that never managed to surround him with a competitive roster. In 2019, Tannehill was traded to the Titans, where he enjoyed his best moment in the NFL. Taking over as the starting quarterback mid-season, he led Tennessee to the playoffs and was a key player in a surprise win over the Baltimore Ravens. In 2020, he continued his solid performance, leading the Titans to an 11-5 campaign. But time has passed, and the Tannehill era in Tennessee has come to an end. With the arrival of Will Levis, the Titans have opted to move in a different direction, leaving the veteran without a team for 2024. Now he's looking for a new home, and the Vikings could be the perfect opportunity. Tannehill's impact on the Vikings offense. If Tannehill signs with Minnesota, he will not only provide experience and stability to the quarterback group, but he could also help McCarthy develop. The veteran has been through the ups and downs of the NFL, knows the struggles a young quarterback faces, and can serve as a mentor to the rookie. In addition, Kevin O'Connell has an offensive scheme that favors smart, efficient quarterbacks, traits that Tannehill demonstrated in his prime. While he's far from the prime of his career, he can still be a reliable leader when called upon to play. If McCarthy is the Vikings' future, Tannehill could be their present, a bridge between uncertainty and stability, ensuring Minnesota remains competitive while its young quarterback develops. Bottom line, a match made in heaven? The NFL has shown time and time again that teams that lack depth at quarterback can see their seasons quickly fall apart. The Minnesota Vikings understand that reality and know they can't enter 2025 without a reliable option on the bench. Ryan Tannehill may no longer be an elite quarterback, but his experience, leadership, and ability to command an offense could still be valuable to a team in need of stability. If Minnesota truly believes it can contend for the playoffs while developing McCarthy, bringing in Tannehill could be the best move of the offseason. Now, it remains to be seen whether the talks between the player and the team will intensify in the coming weeks. If Jeff Diamond's prediction holds true, the Vikings could be on the verge of one of the most important signings of the offseason. Vikings want reinforcement and evaluate trade for Joe Milton. The Minnesota Vikings have already chosen their quarterback of the future, J.J. McCarthy. However, the most important position in American football requires more than just a promising starter. It requires depth and safety. With Sam Darnold gone, The Vikings are faced with an urgent need: finding a reliable backup who can complement McCarthy and keep the offense functional in case the young quarterback needs time to adapt or faces any setbacks throughout the season. In this scenario, a name begins to emerge strongly behind the scenes: Joe Milton III, from the New England Patriots. The quarterback, who was once seen as one of the NFL's most intriguing prospects due to his impressive physical talent, could be available for trade, and the Vikings could be the ideal destination for him. The potential trade proposal: Patriots receive 2025 third-round pick, MIN. Vikings receive QB Joe Milton III. The move may seem risky at first glance, but there is clear logic for Minnesota. Milton is a player who, despite still needing technical refinement, brings a set of skills that are hard to find. At 6 feet 5 inches and with an extremely powerful arm, he is the kind of profile that coaches love to develop. His athletic potential is undeniable, and in a well-structured system, he can develop quickly. However, there's a reason he hasn't established himself in the NFL yet. During his time in college football, Milton struggled in areas crucial to a professional quarterback, such as decision-making and passing accuracy. Still, his raw playmaking ability, combined with the right environment for growth, could make him an excellent backup and, who knows, a future starter. Why would the Patriots give up Milton? While Joe Milton has shown flashes of talent, the Patriots don't seem to see him as part of the franchise's future. After losing Jacoby Brissett to the Arizona Cardinals, many expected Milton to take over the primary backup spot in New England. But instead, the team signed veteran Joshua Dobbs. This decision reveals two things. Patriots prioritize experience to develop Drake May. With the arrival of the quarterback selected in the draft, the team wants to surround him with players who can help him grow quickly. Dobbs, a veteran who has played for several teams, is seen as a more reliable option in that role. They're not convinced Milton can be a solid backup long-term. Despite his physical talent, Milton is still a project. If the Patriots truly believed in his potential, they probably wouldn't have invested in Dobbs. Coach Mike Vrabel recently commented on Milton during the NFL owners' meeting. He praised the player's dedication and his preparedness to step on the field when needed, highlighting his performance in Week 18. However, Vrabel's words were not a clear endorsement that Milton had a guaranteed future in New England. If the Patriots are truly willing to part with their quarterback, the Vikings could benefit from a trade opportunity. Why should the Vikings invest in Milton? The NFL has proven time and time again that successful teams aren't just those that have a great starting quarterback, but also those that have viable options on the bench. Injuries are common, and the transition to the professional league can be challenging for a rookie like McCarthy. Minnesota currently doesn't have a big-name backup, and while the ideal would be an experienced veteran to help with the rookie's development, betting on a youngster like Milton could be a smart move. Unlike a rookie quarterback who still has to learn everything from scratch, Milton has already had time to adapt to the NFL environment. He could arrive ready to compete for the immediate reserve spot and, if placed in the right system, could surprise. Additionally, the Vikings have a recent history of developing quarterbacks within a structured environment. With a capable offensive line, a solid running game, and high-profile targets like Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, Minnesota could provide Milton with an ideal environment to grow without the pressure of being the immediate starter. While it may cost a third-round pick, this investment could be worth it. Milton could not only fill the void as McCarthy's backup, but also develop into a valuable asset in the future, either as a potential starter or as a player who could command a higher compensation in a future trade. Conclusion: a strategic move for the Vikings at the end of the day. The Vikings have an important decision to make. Take a lower-cost veteran quarterback or invest in a youngster with potential for growth. Joe Milton may not be a household name now, but his combination of physical talent and time in the league could make him a valuable asset for Minnesota. If the Vikings believe in his potential, this trade could be just what the team needs to secure the quarterback position and remain competitive in the coming seasons.